You guys made waves recently with a blog post that you put out, which was then I think covered in Forbes or Fortune or whatever, basically about how you had looked at your own balance sheet and you had analyzed all the different ways that you could use your capital. Your research led you to look at stablecoins, in particular, USDC and stablecoin yields in USDC as a really important way for you as a treasurer. I guess not you, your treasurer, your CFO and treasurer, to manage capital. Obviously, full disclosure, we're working with you on that, and you're a customer of Circle and Circle Yield and everything else. But I'd love to hear your high level take on that. And then I have some follow-up questions.
Yeah, of course. So a couple of things. Just first, with obviously the lion's share and where we focus most capital for a business is really on the core operations and making sure that we have a lot of capital for whether it's good days, rainy days, all that. We always want to have capital on the side and in excess. It's our job to be thinking about, one, how do we be responsible to investors, but also two, how do we invest capital in a prudent manner? And I think the reality facing many companies right now is it doesn't feel so great to have just a lot of capital earning basis points every year. And so given that some of the capital that we had on our balance sheet was not going to be used for many months, in some cases, many years, given the financial planning that we were doing, we wanted to look and see were there more compelling ways to both increase yield on our balance sheet and balance against that risk. Stablecoins immediately jumped out as incredibly fascinating in that given just the volatility in crypto markets, it's created a world where the volatility itself is a yield producing assets, and tied to stablecoins actually could present a way to, one, effectively hold cash or cash-like assets on the balance sheets, low risk in profile, and also collateralized securitized. There are a lot of things that made Circle's product particularly interesting for us, but yielding materially higher. And what jumped out pretty immediately was with just a small percentage of our balance sheet, single-digit percentages, we could earn as much yield as the next 95, 98%. And that was fascinating. So it was pretty arresting, and it's something that sometimes I think the corporate treasury family is stuck in tradition so much so it actually misses some of the interesting things happening in the world. So cool to be early in this.